Hello, greetings to everyone. On this special occasion of 85th birthday of His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche, I, Bimachugi from Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Study, Varanasi, would like to present a brief biography of His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche and briefly talk about his relentless contribution and service to Tibetan society. His Eminence Professor Samdhong Lobsang Tenzin Rinpoche was born on 5th November in 1939 in Jol, Eastern Tibet. He was recognized and enthroned as a 5th Samdhong Rinpoche at the age of 5, reincarnation of 4th Samdhong Rinpoche. After his enthronement, he began his monastic studies and even obtained a doctorate degree in Buddhist science in Lhasa, Tibet. After the invasion of Chinese occupation in Tibet in 1959, he and many of the Tibetan people fled to exile in India. Since then, Rinpoche has put his immense efforts and contribution to Tibetan people in exile by taking and holding a strong oath of commitment before His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. As he promised to give his all to Tibetan people in exile. His deeds, his contributions, and his service for Tibetan society is incalculable and immeasurable. Hence, I have briefly classified into 3 sections. First, Rinpoche's academic appointments. Secondly, political appointments, and thirdly, spiritual appointments. First of all, Rinpoche as an educator from 1961 to 2001, Rinpoche served as an educationist and shaped and reformed many of the Tibetan schools and institutions in exile. Some of the major highlights are, first, he served as a teacher in Central School for Tibetan in Shimla and then in Darjeeling, and after that he was appointed as a principal of Dalhousie Tibetan School. From 1971 to 2001, Rinpoche was the principal and then a director of Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Study. His contribution for the growth and development of this particular institute is very huge and vast. Therefore, we, the student of Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Study, are very grateful and lifelong indebted to His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche. Secondly, Samdhong Rinpoche as a political leader. From 1991 to 2011, almost 20 years, Rinpoche served as a Tibetan political leader in Tibetan in exile. First, he was appointed as a member of Assembly of Tibetan Devotees and its chairman by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama in 1991. From 1991 to 2001, he served as a speaker of Tibetan Parliament in exile and also its member as a representative chairman of Kham province. Rinpoche has also contributed on drafting a new policy on educational and economic reforms through non-violence, transparency, and environmental sustainability, and also organic farming as well. From 2001 to 2011, Rinpoche was directly elected as a Prime Minister or Kalun Tripa of Central Tibetan Administration in exile. Rinpoche is the first political leader to be directly elected by people in exile. Thirdly, Rinpoche as a spiritual leader. From 2011 to present, almost 13 years, Rinpoche relentlessly and continuously served as a spiritual gurus and lecturer, providing spiritual guidance to many of his Buddhist followers, and also he held many lectures and conferences in international forum about the topic Buddhist ideology and its importance on contemporary world. Rinpoche's lectures on general topics like happiness, non-violence, peace, and compassion has grabbed a worldwide audience and listened by many of the people all over the world. Therefore, Rinpoche's contributions beside these major highlights, there are many others uncountable contributions and service to our society which cannot be measured within this limited time period. Thereupon, to put all in nutshell, His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche, it's a very simple Buddhist monk who served and sacrificed almost whole of his life serving Tibetan society in exile. It is said that His Eminent Rinpoche lives by two extremes of luxury and of utter destitutions and abides by needs and contentment. Rinpoche is not only a spiritualist or educator and politician, but also a great philosopher and a lifelong advocator and campaigner of Gandhian philosophy on non-violence and peace. At last but not least, with a humble reverence on the behalf of all the Tibetans and Himalayan students, I would like to pay my warm gratitude to His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche for your relentless contribution and support to our society, and with lots of wishes for His Eminence's 85th birthday. Long life His Holiness, long life His Eminent Professor Samdhong Rinpoche. Thank you.